Now, the basis for all of this is the 9/11 myth. In the surge speech of January 10th, Bush cited what? The 9/11 myth, the lessons of September 11th, as he understands them. His State of the Union address was a lunatic fantasy, a dream time of about one-third of the speech devoted to elucubrations on the myth of 9/11, where he slid into it sideways and then tried to lead you through a labyrinth of insanity and intuition into the dream world that he normally inhabits. And then, last week, basically, every speech he makes, it's 9/11. And today again, Cheney to this Chicago radio station. Cheney's now becoming more active. So therefore, I say to all persons of goodwill, it is time to stop the war, and the only way to stop the war is to deconstruct, dismantle, discredit, and attack the 9/11 myth. It is a racist, fascist, and militarist myth that no person of any intellect or any morality can have anything to do with. Vis-a-vis Iran is quite simply the end of the world. Ivashov says, worse than World War II. I would say, to get some kind of an approximate comparison, how about the 30 Years' War? 1618 to 1648, not exactly a household word, I know. The thing you need to know about the 30 Years' War is that it went on for 30 years, and it managed to kill between one-third and one-half of the population of Central Europe. World War II doesn't even come close. Think about something on the scale of the 30 Years' War, and you will have an idea. Now, I will try to talk tomorrow, especially on Sunday, about some new research that I've done. I've done a review of the 9/11 drills and exercises for an anthology that's going to come out in Europe. And whereas before I was between 15 and 20 drills on 9/11, I think it's certainly climbed up to the 20 range, and it may be beyond 20. 24, either going on that day or bearing on the day, and it depends also on how you want to count them. But if you really want to count them, you can get up very, very high indeed. Now, obviously, the only thing to do now is the impeachment, and I could even go one better, the impeachment and removal of Bush and Cheney. Because impeachment is easy, half the House. We need 2/3 plus X. 2/3 plus X, because you've got to get 2/3 of the Senate to do it. And with the methods used so far, we don't get to 2/3 plus X. Bush retains a 1/3 base of support. In order to break into that base of support, attrit it and erode it, there's only one thing that'll do it: 9/11 truth. And that's why this is such a central issue, and will remain so, without any doubt. Finally, the task of our movement, it seems to me, remains the same as it was last June when we had this historic conference organized by Alex Jones, which in my view set the stage for an election which has at least opened up some kind of hope for a better outcome. If weapons of mass destruction are used in a terrorist action anywhere in the world, we have got to educate the world population to the point where people will not think Bin Laden, Al-Qaeda, the cave, the laptop, the ubiquitous KSM, who could be in any corner, right? He's responsible for every crime since the killing of Cock Robin. KSM. So it's none of those. Not Iran, not Hezbollah, none of them. But Cheney, Cheney's office, Cheney's backers, Cheney's controllers. Those are the people who need terrorism. Once this understanding is widespread, terrorism will tend to die out because it will not serve the people who currently use terrorism. But the #1 terrorist in the world is Cheney and the Cheney-act faction, and our job remains to discredit them and expose them for what they are. Thank you.
It's life and death.